A big thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. Okay, so we are in day one. Sketchbook is blank. You'll have to excuse my dog. He is a puppy and he's playing with his toy. But blank pages. My goal is to have one spread a day, so not just one page, but like a whole spread. I think for today I'm gonna paint something on this side and then we'll see what we do on the other side, but I'm very excited. Okay, so as you guys can see, I decided to paint a vase from a reference that I found on Pinterest, which is where I find most of my references and I keep them in a little folder. But I didn't love how this vase turned out, honestly. I know a lot of people liked the picture that I posted of it on Instagram, but I didn't end up loving it, but I still continued and I finished it. So I don't absolutely hate it, but as you can see, I always like to start off with red acrylic ink, and it's something that I always do. Like, my acrylic ink is always with me whenever I paint, whether it's to lay down a wash of red ink or if it's to sketch what I am going to paint with the red ink. So I always have it there with me. I think it just helps combine all the colors together in a painting better, kind of give like an overall mood. But yeah. So this day I tackled drawing a person. I typically do not like to draw the human form. I used to really love it when I first started getting more into art, but I just never like the way that I draw people, so I kind of tackled the sloppier way of drawing people, and I didn't end up like loving the sketch, but I didn't think it was actually as bad as I thought it was going to turn out. So yeah, that's what I did on the other side, and then here I'm just kind of like filling in space with more vases and flowers and stuff. So the day before, I had started a fireplace spread sort of thing. I think I said at the beginning, or maybe I didn't, but I've been trying to sketch and paint more things that are like unfamiliar to me. So the fireplace setup is kind of something that I've never really done before, and I'm kind of not as good at place setting and painting like real life spaces. So I wanted to get in a little bit more of that practice to start to discover more of like what I like to include in real world spaces like the fireplace and all the picture frames and stuff like that. This day, though, and I think I talk about it a little bit later on, but I kind of went back to a page that I had never finished, and I just kind of had like a wash of ink and some paint on there, and I knew I wanted to paint something on top of it, but I didn't know what. So the next day after I did the fireplace spread, I was kind of uninspired and felt a little bit defeated that I didn't finish the fireplace painting. So I kind of went back to this page to fill it up, and I decided to do just a poppy vase, something familiar that I know and that I really like, to boost my sketching confidence a little bit. I think that's something that's really nice to do for days that you are not feeling as inspired, maybe a little bit less confident in your skills. It's okay to like go back to familiar subject matter and media just to get yourself back into the flow of things. Hello, I hope you guys have been enjoying watching me paint and stuff in my sketchbook. Today is Sunday, finally, and I have not put anything in my sketchbook today. As of yesterday, you guys saw me kind of go back to an older sketch page that I had left mostly blank, and I went back in and I was like, I'm gonna use my uninspired mood to kind of fill this up with whatever, and I'm almost done with it. I'm gonna finish it up today, and then I don't know if I want to go back to the fireplace and finish it or start something new here. I think once I finish the vase, I'm gonna use this page to warm up a little bit, and then revisit this fireplace painting. But maybe also tonight I might try to do a spread. I don't know yet, but yeah, that's how I've been doing so far. A tip that I have for you guys that I should have mentioned earlier, but it's a tip nonetheless, is I have a sketchbook that tends to be thicker and also with less pages for multimedia and more like painterly stuff. And then I have a warm-up slash like messy sketchbook. Normally I would advocate to like have the same sketchbook for everything, but because I am wanting to practice with other media, I do kind of have them split up right now. This one is just a gridded sketchbook where it's quite literally just like jotting down ideas, thumbnail sketches. A lot of times I will choose to warm up in here, and I mostly just use a gel pen in here. I have done like marker stuff too, but yeah, I will mostly just use a gel pen to sketch in here just to kind of like let myself warm up, get some ideas out. So I might also do that before I get started with painting, but right now I just want to chill out and work on this little vase that I am about to finish.
já não quer mais tocar. teclas pretas não saem do lugar quando corno inglês ter que ir pro xadrez porque não tem mais onde ficar. Quando o prelúdio nem começar e a semibreve cansar de respira, quando o trombone não quiser assoprar e os dedos da harpa não vão dedilhar, quando todo mundo cantar a capela, porque a orquestra vai parar.
So before closing out today's video, I wanted to talk about the sponsor, which is Squarespace. If you don't know what Squarespace is, it's an all-in-one platform where you can create your very own website for whatever you really need it to. It is where I have always run my website and my online business. They have some really great tools that help me run my online business. The design interface is really beginner friendly, and they also have templates to start off with if you're not sure. Website analytics help you see how your website is performing, and the commerce tool really helps you keep track of orders, inventory, customers, etc. So if you're interested in a free trial, you can go to squarespace.com and use my code for 10% off your first purchase.